Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It is Thursday. What date? October 24th, 2024. And my name is Jennifer Cotton. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas. And that means I teach people I'm making sure y'all can hear me, how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. So good morning and welcome. Thank you for being here. Can you guys hear me? I'm only asking because I'm not getting closed caption on my video on Facebook. So good morning. Thank you guys for being here. I will say good morning to some people while I see if y'all say if you can hear me. Pam, first one here on YouTube this morning. Good morning, Pam. Thank you for being here. Tyra, second one here, also on YouTube. Thank you. Good morning, Tyra. Okay, Cindy, thank you. Like somebody say if you can hear me. Okay, perfect. Tyra, chilly morning here in Kansas. Here in Texas, it's 66 degrees right now, but it's going to be close to 90, I believe, today. So we're still in summer, basically. Angelique, good morning to you. Cindy, good morning. Hilda, hello and good morning. Kylie, good morning. Pat, good morning to you. Sue, good morning. Nippy here in West Virginia. Looking forward to the craft along. Have to do it later though, no problem, Sue. If you can watch right now or listen and make your cards later, that'll be awesome. Cindy, thanks for sharing. Martha, good morning. Yay, Angelique, thank you. Thanks, Cindy. Thanks, Tyra. Hey, Carol in Greensboro, Maryland, Eastern Shore. Love it. Good morning. Sue, good morning. Bonnie, good morning. Hey, Bonnie, good to see you here. Kim, good morning. Kim's back. Woo! Robin, good morning, sunshine. Denise in Colorado. Linda in retreat in Waxahachie. Linda's not in Mansfield this morning, y'all. She's at a retreat in Waxahachie. Awesome, Linda. Terry, good morning. And Cindy, good morning. Okay, I was going to say, what was I going to say to somebody or some? I've lost it. What was I going to say? Oh, Kim, I was just thinking about you the other day. I was like, I haven't heard from Kim in a minute. I hope she's still doing okay with all the stuff she got going on. Sandy, good morning to you. Crafty Chicks, retreat in Waxahachie with Carol, Stephanie, and Renee, and more. Good morning, everybody. Pat, MC. Where's MC? Pat. I'm not the best geography person. Jackie, good morning. Rosemary, good morning. Cindy, thanks for sharing. And Robin, right? I wish I was at a retreat too. I have so many projects I want to work on. But I get to do a mini retreat tonight with my team on Zoom. We do a crafting night once a month on Zoom. I bet Robin will be there. North Carolina, Pat. Woo! And I actually have a little stack of stuff right here that I want to work on during our 2-hour crafting Zoom. So I know I won't be able to get all that done, but anyway. Okay, let's get back to business. My name is Jennifer Cotton. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator 22 years. November 20th will be 23 years that I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So I do this as a full-time business, which means I offer lots of events. I do these weekly free videos. I have in-person classes. I have to-go things, virtual events, all the stuff, retreats, cruises, everything. And so you can take advantage of all that. Make sure you are in my email newsletter. You can join it right now up here in Facebook or down here in YouTube in those links. That way you get notified about everything. Let me give you a quick reminder here that today, let me start over. Today, I will add the timestamps to this video. When I finish the video, I'll get my lunch and I'll sit in front of the computer and do a bunch of stuff, including adding timestamps in YouTube, which means you can click around and go directly to what you want. Stamping, card 1, card 2, card 3, specials, whatever. And then tomorrow, I'm going to add a link right over here. Right? What can I point? In the corner right there that takes you straight to my blog, which is stamptherapist.com. And on my blog, you can get event information, specials information, online ordering special, joining Stampin' Up information, tutorials available to purchase. I'm starting to add those back in there, etc. Okay, so that's that part. And then Valley Chick, good morning. Bonnie, thumbs up and share. Thank you. Yes, feel free to hit that thumbs up. So as y'all come on the video, please say hi. Where's my stamp set? It will get you entered to win the card. Sorry, I was designing also with the stamp set, designing different stuff yesterday with the same stamps that I'm going to use today with our craft along. And I'll explain that in a second. But the cards I'm going to make today, 4 of them, 4. We'll use this bundle, Snowy Wonder, which is a super cute bundle. And there's a matching designer paper. So cute from the holiday catalog. And if you'd like a chance to win the cards I make today, the physical cards, you can comment on this video, even on replay, right now, replay, whenever, on YouTube and Facebook, and in YouTube comments counts also. That will get you entered to win the cards I'm making today. If you share the video, like lots of people have said they did already, Cindy is right there on my screen, for example. Let me give Cindy a little highlight. Then you'll get entered a second time. And of course, all that helps me. So the thumbs up next to live chat over in YouTube, thumbs up, hearts. There's a few of you watching over on Facebook. If you want to just tap the little hearts or thumbs up or laughing emoji or crying emoji or any of those, that is helpful. And anyway, so I was saying that to the comment about hitting that live or that thumbs up. Valley Chick, good morning. Yes, Robin, excited to work on crafts tonight. Exactly. Oop. And thank you, Tyra. Oh my gosh, I'm just giving everybody accolades there. Robin's excited to work on crafts tonight. Okay. Mary Jo, good morning. Beverly, good morning. Watching on the down low at my desk. Shh, nobody tell on Beverly. Stephanie, good morning. Becky, good morning. Julie, good morning. Pat, thanks for sharing. Good morning. Bonnie, love this sweet. Yes. Mary Jo shared. And Landa, good morning. Okay. I need to get busy because we're making 4 cards today and I'm doing more. They're more involved. They're not more involved. How I'm making them was more involved because many of you purchased this kit ahead of time. So the people who purchased it got this kit cut, embossed, ready to go, and some goodies, some product, and a PDF tutorial, and some designer paper. And this was mailed to them. Hopefully you received it in time, but y'all know how the post office is. But if I see y'all, Sue's one of them. Shout out to Sue. Shout out to Terry. If I see y'all come on today, shout out to Landa for buying it. I will try, which by the way, Landa, your packet's here because you know what I told you yesterday. If I see y'all here, I will try to shout you out if you are able to be here live. But anyway, they purchased it early. I'm trying to do craft alongs every month. I am at this time planning to do one in November as well. And so you can buy the kit ahead of time and then make the cards along with me on the video or not. You can just watch the video for fun, or you might be at work or busy, appointments, shopping, whatever. And you might watch the replay later and make your cards. Now, if you missed out, fear not. I will have a way for you to get this class kit. There is a host code. There's a special host code just for this kit, and it ends on Sunday. $35 or more with that host code means what that means is you go onto my online store, you place an order, you enter that host code on the checkout page, and it links you to get this class packet for free. It'll just be the class packet, and the ribbon will be cut for you, and the designer paper will be added in. You will cut, stamp, and assemble at home, but you'll order $35 in products. So if you want a full roll of ribbon or a full embellishment or whatever, you can order that. Now, if you want a full pack of these embellishments for free with this class packet, just order 50 or more. So I'll show a graphic about that later as well. Getting back to comments. So yes, Sue, you're welcome. Yes, Angelique, I think I was going to post it on my blog yesterday. Let me make sure my note is good. I think I ran out of time. Let me write it down. This is like my to-do list for, okay, If you've been over here before, you know I have a lot of cords right there. I just tripped. So I hope you got a good laugh on that. This is my to-do list for videos. Every video gets this to-do list. And I think I wrote, yep, add tutorial to blog. I wrote it down, but I didn't do it yet. So Angelique, I think you're the one that asked. I'm going to add that to my blog today after this video at some point. And so on the blog, there's a link at the top that says tutorial store, and I've got about 3 or 4 there now. I'm going to add that one today. Okay. So yes, you can still purchase it. It's the long story short. And my tutorials are step-by-step. I didn't print them out for this one, but they are step-by-step with measurements. Every detail supposedly is there. If I miss something, just tell me. Okay. Where was I? So if you want the kit you see today, after you see it, you can go place an online order with me. Don't worry. Sign up for my email newsletter. I'm going to email it out. I'm going to tell y'all all the info about this. Okay. I'm going to more quickly than normal, talk about my upcoming events, ordering special, Stampin' Up! Specials, etc. So we can get to the stamping, because it will take me a little longer to make these cards than normal. But by the time I'm done, supposedly, I'll still be done in a couple of hours, hopefully, if all goes as previous craft alongs. And of course, this video is free. So even if you didn't purchase this ahead of time, don't purchase anything in the future. This video is free. You can always cut your own paper and recreate these at home. By the way, on my blog, stamptherapist.com, at 11 a.m. Central today, there will be lots of info about these cards, pictures of all 4, recipe cards, supply list, etc. So you can go check that out as well at 11 a.m. Central today. Okay, so I do offer events, though. Like I said, I'm a full-time business here. So for my events, we always cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible. If we always give you a PDF tutorial step by step. If stated in the registration, you may need the featured bundle dies, which is the case of today's project. So you need the Snowy Wonder dies to complete your projects, but any other dies or embossing or punching, we do it for you. You cut your own designer paper and kit components if they're included with the class fee. Anyone in the world can purchase the tutorials, and due to Stampin' Up! Policy, anyone in the United States can purchase the physical classes. Okay, so there's that. Let me check these graphics here. Okay, upcoming events. So we just released yesterday the Rustic Christmas Stamp-A-Stack with Alejandra and Jennifer. This is 12 cards, 4 designs, 3 of each. You get a whole bunch of product with your fee. These are the 4 cards. I think you're going to love them. They're really elegant, beautiful Christmas cards. And I'm trying to figure out which one's partially showing there. Half designed by me, half designed by Alejandra Gomez, one of my team members. And we're going to use this Rustic Christmas kit, but you won't be able to make that countdown calendar. You'll be making these cards with your stuff. You'll have a little bit left over, but not enough to make a countdown calendar. I would buy a second one of these if I were you, because it's a great deal right now. These kits are on sale. Anyway, that's the class. I'm supposed to be talking fast. Sign up now. If you're not in my emails, join. If you don't want to, message me for the link. I gotta find my notes. Okay, I do my 4 monthly classes every single month: card class, scrapbook class, Stamp-A-Set class, sampler class. And anyone can take these classes. They happen at the same time and day each month. So all of the November information will be out by November 1st. Make sure you're on my email newsletter. I send out a big events email usually on the 1st of the month, 1st or 2nd or 3rd. My goal is the 1st, with all the links, all the details, and what we're using. But card and scrapbook class, $20 free with a $20 order. Scrapbook is 3 12 by 12 pages. Card is 4 cards. Again, what I'm going to be using will be coming out by November 1st. I don't even know yet. Stamp-A-Stack is 12 cards, 4 to 8 cards. It's 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each, over $20 in merchandise. Of course, all these include your PDF tutorial, all that. Now, for these 4 classes, we cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible, including the featured bundle dies. So that's a great deal already. You get over 20 in merchandise for the 2 card, Stamp a Stack and Sampler, Stamp a Stack and Sampler. Anyway, it's a great deal. And then both of those, you can join the club instead, save $2, $35, over 20 in merch. We do all that work for you. And after 6 consecutive months of being a club member, you get a gift from me. So awesome. So cards, y'all know what cards are. 8 cards. They will be Christmas themed. I haven't picked the bundle yet, just due to time. I don't know what it's going to be, but it'll be something cute or pretty. Sampler is a 12 by 12 framed piece of art. So here's 3 examples of a sampler. 1, 2, 3. The second one is just sitting on the shelf. It's kind of floppy because I just set it up there on that shelf. This is the main sampler from last month. We did like a big wreath, a framed wreath, which I love. I got to get this in my living room. I need to buy more frames because I have a lot of frames, but I put all my stuff in it and take it to events with me. We did a Halloween sampler, which I also am getting in the living room after this video. I have a black frame somewhere in this room I'm going to put it in. And then that's a past event sampler as well. So as you can see, what is a sampler? Sampler is really the wrong name. I'm going to start moving to a home decor name, home wall art. It's 12 by 12. You can give it as a gift, put it in a frame, give it as a gift, decorate your own home, change it out seasonally, all the stuff. Okay, so those are those 2 classes coming up November. So my notes are crazy today. November 4th, I told you about the class with Allie. Online Stamp Camp with Genevieve Co. Make sure you're on my email list at 1 p.m. after my videos on Thursdays. At 1 p.m. I send out an email, and it contains links at the bottom for all these events I'm talking about. So it says coming soon, Stamp Camp with Jen and Jen. However, I've set up the link. I posted it in my VIP Facebook group yesterday. So that's another place you can join to get these links. Jennifer's VIP customer Facebook group. Might say Stampin' Up in there as well. And I'm going to give y'all a sneak peek. I've made 4 of my 5 cards. Genevieve is designing 5 cards as well. This is an online stamp camp using Snowy Wonder, the same products I'm using today. You'll make 10 projects. You'll get a Facebook party with bonus content. And then you can take 2 optional classes. We're doing tag gift card holders. I don't think 2 cards is right. I don't think that wording is right. Hold, please. It's supposed to be, I thought it was gift tags. I don't know why it says cards. I don't know where I typed that from. I need to check the event. But if anyone has registered for that event, it's gift tags, not cards. Check my wording. Okay, so the camp. You're going to make 10 cards. Here's 4 of them. They're super cute. We got, how many fun folds? We got a shaker, a fun fold, and these 2. And I'm in the middle of designing my last one. I didn't get it finished yesterday. They're super cute. One's a shaker. And that's just half. The other half is Genevieve's 5 cards, her designs. If you live in Canada, by the way, Genevieve Co. is a Canadian demonstrator. You can take this class. So usually you can't, but you'll just sign up through Genevieve and I can give you her email. Also, you can just click the class link and her email is in there to get it from her. In Canada, you need to sign up by November 1st. I have a later registration date due to I'm going to write this down, check class description. Shipping in the US is faster than to Canada. So I can order later than Genevieve. Carmen, good morning. One of my craft alongers. Oma, I have to go to Bible study shortly. No problem. You know about replay, Oma. But thank you for coming in shortly. Angelique will place an order. Oh, you're so sweet. You can also just, yeah, you can get the tutorial, or I don't know if you mean for the class. I don't know, but whatever you want to do, Angelique, y'all know it's all good. Nobody has to order from me. Thelma shared. Thank you, Thelma. Good morning. Lori in Minnesota like to share. Good morning, Lori. Glad to see you here. Carmen, good morning. Carmen also could be crafting along if you choose. You got the stuff. Thank you, Carmen. Stella, good morning. Linda in Idaho, also a craft alonger. Yay, Angelique, can't wait for Stamp Camp. Thank you. Yes, I just emailed you guys this morning. Okay. Check class description for camp, Jennifer. It is tags though. Okay, now let me go back to this graphic. I just couldn't, I got scared. You're going to make 4 gift card holders and 2 Christmas gift tags on each class. Reindeer Fun is going to be designed by me. Sentimental Wishes is going to be designed by Genevieve. So within the camp, you can click the one link. You can take tutorials only. You can take camp only. You can take Genevieve's class only, Jennifer's class only, or mix and match it all up however you want. If you take all 3, we give you a bonus gift, like a little an embellishment or accessory. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. And we do an online Facebook party where you have a chance to win prizes and stuff. Okay. And then also coming soon, Zoom Bingo, December 12th. Okay. So links to anything that I have links for will be in that 1 p.m. email. Bingo link is not ready yet. The rest are, and go to the bottom of the email for that. All right. Don't forget, I do a crafting cruise. I'm reading. I'm looking down at my notes. Okay, don't forget, let me start over. I do a weekend retreat with April McCright. We do 2 we have 2 coming up, March 2025 and August 2025. If you want more info, contact me, join the Simply Spoiled Retreats Facebook group, join my email newsletter, or message me. Crafting cruise is January 2025 and January 2026. Here's some pictures from 2024. So you can join us for that, either one. And those are 2 basically retreats coming up, one on land, one on sea, both amazing. I would go on sea if you have to pick between the 2. I meant to bring Brittany over here this morning. She's on her little table, but anyway, feel free to join us for a cruise, or it's April McCright on both of these. We've been doing these retreats and cruises together for years and years. We got it down to a science. Hopefully y'all like it. And they both will be offered to go when it gets closer to the time of those events. All right. Yes. Okay. And so that's it for events right now. More will always are coming in the future, but that's what I got on the schedule right now. Specials. You have, what's today's date? The 24th. You have until the 31st. 1 week exactly to take advantage of the best special there is, which is the starter kit special. Join and choose not over, 155 or under in current merchandise, but current for demonstrators includes all that pre-order stuff that I showed you a couple of weeks ago. Otters, hearts, wedding stuff, like so many cool products. Anyway, but you pick whatever you want, 155 or less. You pay $99 plus tax. It's literally a no-brainer. If you're not a demonstrator, I like to, at my in-person events, thank you, Angelique. Let me just give you all this little shout out or a little testimonial. She says the to-go crafting retreats are amazing. Thank you, Angelique. They do include gifts and stuff. Ramona, good morning. What was I saying about joining the starter kit? I got off track. It's I don't know where I was going. I don't know. Pick the new stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I lost it. But you pick 155. You pay 99, plus tax, free shipping. There's no obligation. Oh, I know what I was going to say. At my in-person events, I'm always like, raise your hand if you're a demonstrator. And at least 90% of the room raises their hand. So if you want, here watching this live video, raise your hand if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Put a little hand emoji, a thumbs up emoji in the comments, though. So everybody can see that if they're not a demonstrator, almost everybody is, because that's the best way to get your Stampin' Up! Product is at a discount, right? Raise your hand if you agree. There is no obligation. You don't have to order. You don't have to. Yes, I see the emojis coming in. Woohoo! You don't have to sell for sure. You don't have to do videos, classes, whatever. There is a minimum to stay active, but you're not penalized if you don't meet the minimum. You just drop out, and you can come back if you drop. So it's truly no risk. Best word. No obligation. So pay $99, free shipping, get a discount on future purchases if you choose. And of course, get tons of other perks if you choose. Many people join my team and never log into my demonstrator Facebook group, the Stampin' Up Facebook group, the Stampin' Up website. Now I'm always like, join us, join us, join us, but there's no pressure to do it. And you're all invited. I love all these hands and emojis. Yes, y'all. Best deal ever, Cindy, right? And I have people who have joined and dropped and joined and dropped many times over the years. I have people who, let's use Landa for an example, been a demonstrator almost as long as me because she's in my team. So obviously it has to be shorter, but Landa, I forget, over 20 years, I believe, for Landa. I'm 23 next month. Anyway, so all, we go from the extreme of 23 years to I've joined 5 times in the last 5 years, like whatever. It's all up to you. Okay, so that's my last little push about that. Of course, I'll be sending out at least another email. I've reached out to many of y'all one-on-one because you spend money with me, and I'm like, you could save some money if you want. If you don't want to, it is perfectly fine as well. It's all up to you. Don't forget, though, you can add the color coach to your starter kit. You can add the color coach. It'll be available to customers November 5th, I believe. This is the little package it comes in. And you do have to assemble it by putting a brad in the middle of this hole and opening it up. But you get the color coat. It does not come free with the kit. That was a rumor or something. I don't know. It does not, but you can add it as an item in your $155. So I had that laying there to show y'all. Okay, so that's my promotion about that. What else? The kit special ends. I'm supposed to be done in 30 minutes. Done talking and get started stamping. So that's not the one. This, up to 30% off all kits. This is a really great deal. Go to the online store. Go to mine if you're not a demonstrator. If you're a demonstrator, go to yours and see the prices. Every single kit is on sale. They are while supplies last. And there's some great deals there, up to 30% off. You can even add those to your starter kit. You can always put sale items, discounted, clearance rack, whatever in the starter kit. So maximize that $155 as much as you can. My most recent person that got the starter kit, I won't name names in case she wants her privacy, but she got the Glass Mat Studio and a suite. And I think we put an adhesive refill on there to bump her up to $155. Talk about value. A whole suite, a Glass Mat Studio, and a seal refill. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you real quick about my online ordering special. This is for the whole month of October. This is separate from the special I'm going to tell you about on the cards we're going to make today. When I point the camera down, by the way, I have some cards things I've received in the mail I'm going to show you, and then we'll get started. This is my online ordering special. The Alpine kit is beautiful. Oma says, everybody, Oma's a kit queen. She knows how to maximize our kits. I keep telling her she's a team member and friend, of course, but I keep telling her I got to get you to do a demonstration, but she does not do this as a business, so she doesn't want to, but she knows how to maximize kits. We got to get Oma to do us a demonstration. Thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl says, I love the extra little handmade gifts from you in the monthly sampler. Thank you so much, Cheryl. We try to put an extra gift in our club members sampler and Stamp-A-Stack every single month. Sometimes we don't get it done. We did get it done this month. Everybody loved it. Let me show it. Everybody that I know of loved it in person anyway. Sorry, I got it right here. It was a little keychain. And Karen always helps me with packaging. So Karen decorated it right here. And everybody's was a different color and had a different saying on it. But anyway, it's a little keychain. That was the club gift this month. So thank you, Cheryl. And I love it. If y'all see these emojis with thumbs up and hands and smiley faces, that means they're a demonstrator. which means they know about the perks and benefits. Okay. When you place your online order in October 2025 with the October host code, you will get a class packet mailed to you in November to make these 4 cards. Cut, die cut, punched, embossed. We're going to emboss. I'm pointing the wrong way. We're going to emboss this. We're going to die cut the trees. We're going to die cut that label. We're going to die cut these red trees, like all of it. I made these on a previous video. Go check it out. If that order is $50 or more with the host code, you're also going to get a free full roll of the silver and white sheer ribbon. And at $150 or more, don't use the host code. I still send you the gifts, and you'll get even more free from Stampin' Up, at least $15 in merchandise. So real quick, that's what this special is. The host code can be found on my blog, stamptherapist.com. So that's that special. Then the cards I'm about to make, you are going to be able to earn those for free as well, if you want. They are, I'm getting everything set up while I talk about this. They are 4 cards using the Snowy Wonder bundle, and $35 or more with that host code. So it's a different one. So you would have to place 2 separate orders to get both. But anyway, $35 or more with that host code get you this class packet cut and mailed to you. Order by Sunday. The packet is mailed by November 1st, which is the following Friday. So order by the 27th, packet mailed by November 1st to get 2 days class. 50 or more, same host code, also gets you the free iridescent faceted gems. And you'll get a PDF tutorial emailed to you if you do that. There's just another graphic saying the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to point the camera down now. And I got a couple little show and tells here. I'm going to try to make my hands look better. Here's the Snowy Wonder bundle. And here is the iridescent faceted gems. And of course, you'll see the cards as I make them. But of course, if you already signed up for this class, then you already know what the cards look like because you've been sent the PDF tutorial a few days ago, as you know. And thank you all for everyone who's did that. Also, if you did and you're crafting along, let us know, or if you're going to do it later. A lot of people have said that already. Or you already did it. Sometimes people have already made them by today because they get the tutorial. Sometimes I don't guarantee how early that craft along tutorial gets sent out, but this month it did go out early. Jackie, good morning. Cindy, good morning. Yay, Cindy's a craft alonger as well. Okay, so sharing first. Shirley gave me this adorable card at this month. She always helps me with our monthly classes. And look at this adorable card she made. Look at the eyes, all the detail, the little eyelashes here. And then this mouth. It was a Halloween card, of course. Happy Halloween. These are icicles from... It's a die from the holiday catalog. So if you have those icicle dies or you get them, you can make a Halloween card as well, like a monster mouth. So thank you, Shirley. I think Shirley's here. I can't remember if I saw you yet, Shirley. Teresa, hello. Good morning in Illinois. Lori, you can still get it, but later, like not after the fact, you can get it. Linda, look at Linda. Linda sent me this. Get a little wider background. So freaking sweet, Linda. Thank you so much. It's a glass ornament, and I will be displaying that in this room. I might hang it back there. I have some hooks back there on my shelf. And I believe it came with this card from Linda. Like I think this was in the same packet with some money. So thank you, Linda. And look at the card. Decorative corners. Hey, consider yourself hugged. I can't talk, yourself hugged. Thank you, Linda. And then this one was from Cindy. She won a bingo prize. And she was saying, thanks for the prize. And I really enjoy bingo. Thank you, Cindy. Cindy's here today. Cindy O. Gorgeous card. Gorgeous. So thank y'all. Thank y'all all for the cards. Okay. Today's cards, again, it's a craft along, so I will be doing more steps than I usually do per card. Less, not everything's, some is pre-done, but not everything is pre-done. So less is pre-done. Okay. We're going to use the Snowy Wonder Bundle. This is a photo polymer stamp set, 20 stamps. These are, let me see if they're actual size or not. Yeah, pretty much actual size on the front here. So we have an outline snowman with 2 stick arms to the left and right. I'm looking for my ruler. A carrot nose that you can color in, about 2 inches tall, 2 buttons, 2 eyes, and a little side smile snowman. And then there's a penguin. It's about 1 3/8 inches tall, black outline, white on the middle, little beak and feet you can color in. There's 2 mountains. I think I did describe this on another video, but I'm not 100% sure. A 1-inch tall mountain and then a shorter one. They almost look like gumdrops, but they are pointy like a mountain. Solid on bottom. When you stamp it, it'll be solid, and the top is no ink, and it looks like snow on the top. So whatever color you stamp it on, that part won't have ink. 2 of those. 2 trees, about 3/4 inches tall, a solid one with white vein kind of outlines, and then kind of a reverse, just the outlines. These are more cartoonish style versus realistic. But anyway, they are not to go together. They do not match together. That's not a 2-step. That's a tree and that's a tree. They have their own dies. They don't match. I tried it. It looked stupid. At least how I did it. Cheryl, they were mailed Monday. We can check tracking. You also, Cheryl, should have received a, the tracking email, Cheryl. So let me know if you got that. And I did change your name from the other name to Cheryl, but not the address. So I didn't change the address, Cheryl. Hey, we still got Robin raised her hand. She's a demonstrator. If you're a Stampin' Up demonstrator, raise your hand on here so everybody can see, like, oh, maybe I should. Ann, good morning. Xana, good morning. Cindy, thank you. Love, love, love. Terry. Okay, what else? There's a little cabin. It's like a little triangle roof, a little less than 1.5 inches tall. Planks on, going left to right, and the part that won't be inked when you stamp it is the door, 2 windows on the left and right, and a circle window at the top. There's a solid gift with an outline uninked bow, a solid hat for the snowman or penguin, an outline little candy cane. These are really small, like 1/2 inch. Berries, and then separately 2 holly leaves, 3 different snowflakes. They all 3 have different patterns on them. One is about 1 inch tall, and then a smaller one and a smaller one. Dies for all of those. Dies for the gift, dies for the hat, dies for the candy cane, dies for all the trees. There's a 3rd tree. It's about almost 1 inch and it's about 1.5 inches tall. It's solid with little white decorative things etched out of it. So again, I'm saying white because that's the color of the packaging, but whatever color you stamp it on, there won't be ink on those little lines. I think I pretty much said them all. Season's greetings, let it snow, happy new year. A super thick, I would call it a fat, solid font for season's greetings. Let it is cursive, snow is the fat lowercase font, and happy new year. Happy is skinny, uppercase, new year is the fat, capital N, capital Y. Okay, oh, and there's a snow, like dots of a snow. Okay, there it is. The dies, you can die cut out all the stamped images pretty much. There's a large snow globe, a small snow globe, a snow globe base, and 1 standalone tree, some standalone little asterisk type stars. There's 4 total, but 2 dies, 2 on each one that you can cut out, and 1 standalone detail snowflake, about 3/4 of an inch tall. These snow globes do match, and some of these other images match images in the designer paper. So I at first thought you could not die cut out the snow globes from the designer paper well, but you totally can. So I was wrong. I apologize when I said that on a previous video. This designer paper is called Snowy Scenes. There's a whole suite, of course. There is a different ribbon right here that goes with this suite, which I didn't use on these projects because it was not orderable at that time, but it's back now. It's the Pool Party polka dot, pom-pom trim. Pool Party pom-pom trim. Not using it today, but you see I have a bow here for one of the cards I'm making over here on the side. We're using it in the camp. So what else? These little shaker snowflakes. Okay. Anyway, you can die cut out from this sheet of the designer paper. There's the round snow globe and the tall, more like oval snow globe. You can die cut out both of those, and they all just have different scenes inside. They're not really repeated. It's like snowman, penguin, houses, a Christmas tree, whatever. And then different color bases. You can cut them out and it works, because what they did is make the images on the designer paper slightly larger than the die cut images, which means you just can cut them out separately. You can even run both of these through on your machine at the same time. The dies won't touch. And you can then use those on your project. So that's cool. I know I've shown this designer paper on a different video, so I'm not going to go over it in crazy detail right now. So that's a whole sheet. As you can see, I've used a lot, but there's the full one with all the snow globes. You get full 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different snow globes of the two shapes. Got the pink snowflakes on the back. Got this one with the houses and little scenes of houses and trees and candy canes on the back. Small snow globes, which you have to hand cut out, as you can see that I've done. And green and blue snowflakes on the back. The beautiful, I love this one so much. I don't know why. Not giant, but really large holly leaves and red berries and stripes on the back. Did I miss any? This one here has snowmen that you can die cut out. You can die cut out this tree and this tree, just not these other trees that are different shapes than the dies. You can die cut out the snowmen who don't have things on their head. Otherwise, you probably are going to cut part of that off, but these snowmen can be cut out. So there's different snowmen on this piece. A pink, petal pink, and sort of coral plaid. And then here again, you can die cut out this is a sheet with penguin all over it. You can die cut out the penguin that don't have hats on. I mean, you can cut those out, but it's going to cut off part of the hat. So you can see I've die cut out some there for my other class. And the back is this white with orange trees on it. I think that's all the pieces. I'm going to need this paper as I make these cards today, so I'll grab it when I need it. All right, so that's what we're using. Let's get started with card number 1, card 1. So your packet looks something like this. I believe I'm going to make these in order of the packet. And in the back of the packet is a piece of a 4th sheet of basic white. That is your scrap. And then what's in the clear envelopes is what you need for each card. This is how we package all of our classes. Any class you take from me pretty much is going to be packaged this way, so that it's, for cards anyway, card base, card pieces, base, card pieces, base. So I'm going to start with card number 1 here. Now, I have this sample that I already stamped out for my photo for my instructions for what you stamp on the scrap. So I am going to use that today to make my cards. So I might stamp it again as an example, but anyway, I'm going to use this. So I might skip stamping some of it, but otherwise I'm making these step by step. As a reminder, if you purchased this packet from me, please don't get stressed out if you cannot keep up with me. I've got all my stamps mounted. Everything I need supposedly is right here in front of me, all the stuff. So most people don't have that set up at home, so don't be stressed out. It's not anything bad about you if you cannot keep up. Okay, so card number 1 here, and I was going to check these comments. Pat says, demonstrator, whoop whoop. Bonnie, hand raise. Linda, hand raise. Love it, love it. I love that you do sample layouts. Thank you, Lori. I am so paranoid. Ask Lando. She is too. We're both. Looking for this. I'm going to fold this card base in half. We're so paranoid that we'll give you a scrap that's not big enough. That's why we do that. we got to stamp it out. And then we used to do it in black and white, and people would be like, what color is that? So we're like, nope, do it in the correct colors. Just stamp it exactly as it should be. Okay, 5.5 by 8.5 pool party card base. We're going to fold it in half. Grab my readers today. That pool party on the glass mat is kind of disappearing from my poor little eyes. Okay, I align the corners on the table. When I fold my card bases in half, I try not to fold it at all with my fingers when possible and just do all my folding with the bone folder. The step above that would be to score that instead. But the bone folder gives you less wrinkles on the inside than your finger does. That's our card base. This card's going to go up and down portrait. And then the next layers, and just as a reminder, at 11 a.m. Central on the blog, stamptherapist.com, will be the measurements for today's card. So I may not say all the measurements. Also, if you're doing the craft along, I am not going step by step on the written instructions. I didn't even print them. I have them pulled up on my computer, though, if y'all need to tell me to make a correction. But which is good. Do tell me if I need to make a correction. But however, I won't be following those step by step. But I do always recommend, if you're making, just my advice, if you're making it at home and you didn't create the card and you stamped this out and made it multiple times, I would just follow the step by step to not miss anything. But of course, it's up to you. Anyway, measurements on the blog, 11 a.m. Central. Green, garden green is the next layer to go on the front of the card. And then the next layer is basic white, and it has been embossed with the So Swirly embossing folder. And that folder is right here. It looks like snow. It looks like water. It looks like a lot of stuff. So it's a very versatile folder. You see how big it is. You could actually emboss 2 of these at one time. If you lay the paper this direction, which I'm sure is what I did cut this class. So if there's any mistakes, it's on me this time. And what else? Oh, it's a thin folder, so it goes between 2 clear cutting pads. It's in the annual catalog. So swirly. Okay, then you have a little scrap of the glimmer paper here. This is the Berry Burst Old Olive and White Glimmer paper that's in our online store only, so it's while supplies last. So if you want white glimmer, that's where you get it. It is gorgeous. And then last but not least, my fingernail has, that is tan stuff, but it looks gross. So let me just point it out now. That's tan. It's tan or makeup or both. Tan, if you can't tell, self-tanner. But it looks like my fingernails are dirty. I swear. They're not. Ask Landa. I'm a obsessive hand washer. Anyway, this die right here is my go-to die for this stamp set. Season's Greetings fits so perfectly, in my opinion, in this die, which is the smallest one in Countryside Corners. So you've got all these layering. This shape right here. And there's the smallest one. That's where that's from. And I used it at least twice, if not more, on this class. And I'm using it on the next class I'm designing as well. So that's basic white Countryside Corners label for my greeting. I got this little scrap here to die cut from. So I'm going to do the stamping first. So for this card, we need to stamp. These are all the colors you'll use, unless I've made a mistake, on the entire class. Pool Party, Poppy Parade, Garden Green, Pecan Pie, and Memento Black. This is my Memento Black pad I made on this video. Sorry, I don't have a better note. At 56 minutes and 39 seconds on the April 4th video, Everyday Details is the cards I made. But April 4th, go to 56 minutes, 39 seconds. There's a timestamp in the description of the video to take you straight there. And you'll see me talk about how I made this ink pad out of Memento Black. It's a white pad, but it has no ink in it. I had not purposely gotten off of using this. I've just been so busy. I'm not actually using it on this card. So busy designing lately that I had just been grabbing the pad that they're going to use in class and designing with it. Anyway, so when I got this back out a couple of days ago and started using it, I was like, oh my goodness, it stamps so much better. It stamps so much better than real memento pads. Okay. Now, let's get Garden Green ink here for this card and Pool Party. This is one of my older Pool Party pads. My other one's in a class right now, I think. Although, it's back actually. It's back. I had it, this was in a tub. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's back. And Poppy Parade. Now, what I would suggest if you're doing this at home is go ahead and stamp all these out so you know the spacing. But since I'm doing one card at a time on the video, I'm just going to do this. And I'm really just stamping to show y'all how to stamp. Okay, so what I want for this card is Season's Greetings, the gift, and the outline tree. Where are you? Right here. And I've been using these stamps so much with so many different colors. I'm just going to make sure they're clean. That one should be green only, but oh, it did have green on it. See? Okay, so this is the tap, tap, tap. Don't press hard. Tap, tap, tap. Garden Green tree. The outline when I need one of those. I need one. This is clean. Pool Party gift. This is a little chamois that comes with the Glass Mat Studio, by the way. The chamois rag thing. And one Pool Party gift. These are colors from the designer paper. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to clean this one off because I think I'm using this gift one or two more times. And then on my label, Season's Greetings, it's going to be in Garden Green. Okay. I love Poppy Parade too. It took me a while to figure out what a good red it is, but it's a really good red, in my opinion. Okay. So Season's Greetings is Garden Green. And of course the scrap is basic white. So when you stamp the outline tree, the inside part is white. The gift, the white string, all the stuff. Okay. Then I'm going to recommend that you loosely cut out or cut apart from your sheet. The stamped images and then die cut them out. Should have got my mini machine out for this. Someone just was asking me if I use my mini machine, and I was like, my true answer was, honestly, the way I design, I have the big one sitting out on a cabinet on a countertop over here 24/7. So I don't get out my mini as much as other people do. But that doesn't mean I don't like it. I just already have the big one sitting right there behind me. All I have to do is turn around and it's right there. But anyway, I know tons of people who use that mini machine all the time. Look at the gift die. Y'all can't see me, but I'm struggling to find it. A little gift. Okay. Okay, so one of the reasons I like to cut these apart, which there are many, is first of all, if these were on the same sheet, when I run it through, my top cutting plate is going to press on all this other stuff and put junk on it, make embossing in it, etc. Number two, I like to run my dies through long and skinny when possible. So this direction versus this way, but I stamped these this way And then, of course, if you have a magnetic sheet or something, which I don't, and your dies are doing that because of the magnet, you just push the paper to match the magnet versus trying to force it into. So anyway, there's a lot of reasons, but whatever. I'm just going to cut these out. Hopefully I'm going to cut them good or align them good since I have a camera in my way where my head would normally be so I can see. Clean cutting plate on top. So little story, I did get a brand new cutting plate recently because my top one had gotten to the point of being too worn, because you can see how this is brand new and they just get worn even though I keep it for the top only. And then my wonderful husband, who was helping me cut for a class, put a die upside down. I was like, great, that's my brand new plate, you know. So now it has this permanent thing. Anyway, he knew he did it, what he did wrong the moment after he did it. All right, there's that. That thin chamois is amazing. They should sell it separate, Tyra. That's what Tyra says, and I agree, Tyra. They should sell that separate. It's awesome. It's really thin. It's like I mean, it's not like a wash rag, but that's the best comparison. Thin like a wash rag. And you can even, like, if you got some little adhesive on your plate, on your glass mat, you can just take the wet chamois with water and scrub, and that it just comes off. It's so cool. But currently we don't sell it separate. So luckily I own 3 glass mat studios, so I have 3 chamois. Oh my goodness. I did that backwards so I could be faster. I don't usually go backwards. All right, there's the die cut images we need. Oh, that's not all. Let me leave this machine right here. Thank goodness I remembered this. Okay, so for this card, we are going to use from our designer paper this piece right here with all the snow globes on it. A snow globe. Let me see what I have in my scraps. Yeah, I want this one right here specifically. I want for this card, you can modify it if you want, but you know, there's going to be gifts here and stuff, so I recommend this one. But oh, and I also need to die cut some little stars. Okay, so I'm going to cut this apart from the sheet. This one snow globe. What it is I think it goes along the bottom. That's at the bottom row. It's the large round snow globe with a snowman on the left, 2 trees on the right, and of course there's snow and pool party background around it. And he's wearing a yellow hat, and the base is pumpkin pie. And then I also want to die cut these little star things. So I've got my dryer sheets. I want to show y'all what I bought because I wanted this to look cuter. I bought this container I'll show it better in a minute when I don't have this in the way, from Amazon. And the sticker was optional to put on, but I did put it on because I thought it was cute, even though it says laundry pickups. Anyway, it's a little holder for dryer sheets. So now they're aesthetic, you know. But these are fragrance-free dryer sheets, and I'm laying it here on my cutting plate. Then I'm going to put my paper on top, which is the glimmer, and then these 2 dies, which cut out 4 total stars, asterisks, whatever you want to call them, snow, call it what you want. And you'll see why it helps. I'll put that at the moment. Snow globe dies, yes, right here. I'm going to show you how you can carefully cut both of these let me rephrase that, how you are able to cut both of these at the same time. You just never want your dies to overlap, so fair warning, like you might want to do one and then the other. I'm not going to cut the paper apart because I'm scared I'll cut it poorly. I don't know, I'm kind of nervous. I'm going to just do one at a time, actually. I take it back. On the small one, I've done both at the same time. I don't know, I'm nervous right now, so I'll do that one second. So I'm going to cut the top of the snow globe and not the bottom, but you do what you want. And then these two dies here. Okay, so first of all, usually when you use the dryer sheet, the paper doesn't stick inside the die, which I love. This is just, I only use it for little detailed dies. Second, it's super easy to get off your plate. And third, you can just either pop them out this way or reverse and do that. And then they just come right off. Unscented. These need to be unscented. I can't remember if I said that. You only need 3 stars, by the way, but you get 4. Unscented because the residue. The scented ones are super sticky and leave a horrible residue, which will clean off. We're up at the top plate. It will clean off. But yeah, like I had to take mine to the sink and wash it with soap and a scrubber. Okay, I lost the top plate. Oh, okay, that's very strange. Put it in a really weird spot. Okay, here we go. Hey, Shirley, good morning. I showed your card earlier. Did you just have a stamp pad for the Memento Black ink? Teresa, yes. I'll show it again when I when I stamp in black on the whatever card. The third card. The third card, I'm going to show it. Okay, so there's what that paper looks like after you cut these out. The snow globes, I should say. There you go. Anybody keeping up? Anybody crafting along? All right, now we have all our pieces for this card. Size back. I'm going to go shut a door real quick. Hold, please. Y'all probably can't hear the noise, but there's a noise in my house and it was bothering me. Okay, let's put this together. And Jeanne, thanks for sharing, by the way. Good morning, Rosalind. Chilly, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Frost on the rooftop, Sue? Oh my goodness. Wow. Hands up, Xana. Yes, girl. Hands up, Bonnie. Whoop, whoop. The snowy dies leave a white border? Do the snowy dies leave a white border? I guess the answer is yes, if you're talking about on the stamped images. I was just trying to interpret your question, Lori. If that's what you're asking, yes. Okay, let's put this card together. The class included the white frayed ribbon, white frayed grosgrain ribbon, this ribbon here. So I'm going to be using some of that. I'm going to attach the Stampin' Seal here. I'm going to attach the embossed white cardstock. Tiny bit more adhesive than normal, than I normally use since it's embossed. To the garden green cardstock. And then that to my pool party card base. Just a reminder, this is a portrait card. Okay. Then I'm going to use the top of the snow globe for positioning for the bottom of the snow globe. This is my silicone craft sheet. This thing is a must, in my opinion, for a crafter, a paper crafter. When you're putting adhesive on something small, any excess that would normally get on your work surface goes, like, magically disappears. Okay, so I just want the snow globe kind of centered total, so I'm using the top to figure out where the bottom goes, and I'm placing the bottom on here flat, but the top will not be flat. I think I'll just go ahead and place the top snow globe on there. So before I can do that, I need 2 pieces of this ribbon. And in your PDF tutorial, there are measurements for how long to cut the ribbon. But I just normally fold it and see how long I need it to be and then trim it. But I gave you exact measurements for you to have on the PDF tutorial if you took the class. And I'll be selling that tutorial also in the online store later today. I mean, on my blog later today. Okay, but what you're going to have is 2 strips of ribbon that are this, basically the same length. I like to make one end pointy, one end straight. And I fold both pieces of the ribbon the exact same way. I have put adhesive on the back of the top right and bottom left of this snow globe. Tape runner adhesive. I'm going to fold. I'm going to hold the ribbon in 2 hands, and I'm going to have my right hand is at the bottom of the ribbon, and I'm going to bring that right hand up toward the back and have the ribbon folded back and forth like a ribbon candy, like that. Okay. And then I'm going to pick up this paper that has the adhesive on it. I'm going to look at the front. I'm going to press that ribbon in from the front like that. And then I'm going to repeat the literal exact same thing. So I'm going to hold the ribbon the same way from the bottom, bring it up, backward, or to the back, I guess. And then I'm just going to flip this over 90, not upside down, but top to bottom, flip it over and place that piece on the bottom adhesive. That's how I do that. Hope that helps. Then I'm going to add dimensionals. I use mini Stampin' dimensionals. You can use the large ones as well. They both work. It doesn't matter. But I haven't the best eyes. What did you say, Lori? Terry, no, I wasn't prepared. Do you have a link for the glass container? Yes, girl. Teresa, the globe seems to have not a white edge. Right, because these globes on the paper are larger than the dies. And I believe they did that on purpose so that you could die cut both out and it not mess up this part or this part. Does that make sense? If they were the exact size of the dies or smaller, they couldn't be touching on the designer paper. I hope that makes sense. That's why I thought you couldn't cut them out well originally, but I didn't know Stampin' Up was smart and they made the actual printed designer paper image a tiny bit bigger than the dies. So only on this. Now on the trees and stuff, I can't remember. I think the trees do have a border. It's because this is a snow globe with 2 parts that need to be cut separately, I believe. Hope that makes sense. Okay, Teresa, if you're in my email list, I emailed out the link to my Amazon store earlier today. This is acrylic, by the way, not glass, and it has little rubber feet so it doesn't slide around. Of course, it's to make your laundry room aesthetic. And there's a bunch of other stickers. You can put like your beads, like you can put real laundry stuff in there too. Of course, y'all know I reuse some dryer sheets too. Amazon store is where the link is. Also in YouTube right now. Where are you watching? Teresa, you're in YouTube. So go down to the comments, click more or show more. Not comments. Go to the description, more or show more. And I have the Amazon link in there right now. And then this is in my Jennifer's favorites in my Amazon store. This is what it looks like. It's super cute. It holds a lot. That's more than 1 pack because a friend had given us a pack at retreat. So this is mine plus what she gave me. And again, unscented. I mean, that's separate info, but unscented dryer sheets. Okay. Go to my Amazon store, y'all. I got lots of good stuff in there. Okay, I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this snow globe. Just like super randomly putting dimensionals here. More than I usually do, but whatever. Make sure you at least touch some of the ribbon with your dimensionals to keep it in place. In fact, I'm going to a little more security there. I was saying I use minis, but you can use the large ones. 100% is personal preference, in my opinion. And my preference is the minis. I don't know if Brenda Fellbush is watching, but I don't know if you know this is your fault, Brenda, that I only use minis in a good way. Brenda was the one that suggested it to me because I was always cutting the other ones in half. And she's like, why don't you just use, she didn't say it funky. She was like, is this dumb or not? Just use the minis. You get more per sheet, kind of equals cutting it in half. And I was like, you're right. I'm switching to minis. That was a long time ago. All right. Next up. So we got our snow globe on there. We got the little ribbon coming from behind it. It looks super cute. And what next? Let me add adhesive to the back of my pool party gift and dimensional on the back of my, what color? Poppy Parade gift. They're right in front of me. These little gifts are going to go down here to the left of the snowman on angle. So pool party down first, then Poppy on top of it a little bit. One angled to the left, one angled to the right. Then Season's Greetings. I'm going to put adhesive on the top back of the top left. Ugh, pick it up. Top left on the back. And then it's going to be sitting here partially on the raised up globe and partially off. So down here on the bottom right, I need dimensionals. I'm just going to look. I think I'm going to put dimensionals on the bottom here as well. Along the bottom, a couple of them. To balance all this out. So 3 dimensionals and some adhesive on that top left back corner. And then Season's Greetings is going to be going toward the right of the card, hanging off the snow globe, touching the snow globe, covering up part of the base, etc. Then for, this little tree that I cut out, I stamped and I cut out in Garden Green, the little outline tree. Just going to put adhesive on it and tuck it back behind the greeting over here toward the right, mostly just sticking to the snow globe there. You can tuck a dimensional back under there if you need to or want to. And then I only want to use 3 of these glimmery stars, but feel free to use it as many as you want. You can probably cut a total of 6 or so from that piece of glimmer paper. I can't remember if I used liquid glue on my sample, but I'm just going to use, you use whatever glue you want. I'm just going to use tape runner right now. And I'm going to put about 3 of these floating over here above our snowman. I just lost one. Kind of like how we place our, what do you call it? Embellishments, you know, little triangle of 3. But then I'm also going to add more of these iridescent faceted gems, which if you took this class, you got a full pack of these. I love these so much. They're in the annual catalog. I just used small ones on this project. And I used 4. So what I did, you get small and large in the pack, and they're called iridescent faceted gems, and that's exactly what they are. The top is faceted, almost like a screwdriver type image, but about 5 indentions, I think. And it's literally iridescent. As you turn it, it picks up different lights. So I'm going to put 4 of those floating between and around these stars. So it can give you a snow or stars effect, whatever you want to call it. Using my take your pick tool there. And adjust things as needed. There we go. Okay, there is card number 1. Card 1 with the Snowy Wonder. This is the craft along, but if you want to get this class packet sent to you free, place an online order, $35 or more with this host code. $50 or more also gets you the pack of the iridescent faceted gems. And that is card number 1. Also, if you just want to win the cards I'm making today, just comment on the video. Give me a little comment. Say anything you want, and that will get you entered. And I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Just make a comment. Okay, card number 2. Card 2. By the way, let me know if y'all like it. Thank you, Lori. Thanks, Jackie. Terrific embossing folder. Snow gifts. Snow drifts or ocean current come to mind. Exactly. I'm watching my granddaughter. Lots of interruptions. No problem. Oh, goodness. Are both of y'all interrupted by granddaughters? Linda and Lori? Okay, awesome, Lori. Awesome, Lori. Just went out and bought unscented dryer sheets and holder. Yay, Cindy. Love it. Love it. Cute card. Rosalind, thank you. Yvonne, I love snowmen and glass globes. Love this card. Love it. Okay, card number 2. Card 2. Oh, by the way, here's the original. Oh, the ribbon was 3 3/4 inches long. I couldn't remember. That's why I didn't say a measurement. Here's card. Here's my original card. Pretty much the same, but you know, there you go. Okay, card 2. This one is a garden green card base, 5.5, 8.5. You just take your 8.5 by 11 paper, cut it in half. You will get 2 cards out of 1 piece of paper. They will fit into the invitation size envelope, which is a normal size envelope. Stampin' Up sells them. We call them medium. This is the white one. It's super nice quality, high quality envelope. But my favorite is this clear one that comes in the medium. Anyway, so you get 2 cards out of 1 piece of paper. It's super easy and economical. I'm going to fold this garden green in half, and then I'm going to take the front and fold it backwards in half all the way to the left. So this is a Z fold card. Super easy to make, but you'll impress your friends, and they'll never know how easy it was to make. That's our card base portrait direction. Then, did I cut y'all the white piece? Oh, this is a different card. Sorry. Oh, crap. This isn't the Z fold. That's the next card. It's fine. I have another green base. I got my samples in the wrong order. Okay, this card is not a Z fold, but it's fine because your next green one is a Z fold. Switch them out if you're stamping along. This is a landscape card, not a Z fold. I was like, none of these pieces are matching. I'm assuming I'm going in the correct order now. If I'm not, I apologize. But this is the order the packet was, which is more important. Okay, yeah, this makes more sense. Here's the clear envelope, landscape, card base. Okay, for this one, let me get my fan real quick. I got hot. Anytime I make a mistake, I get hot. This one we're going to need to cut designer paper. So you got a whole half a pack of designer paper. And we want this pattern right here, which is the snowflakes, green and pool party snowflakes, garden green and pool party snowflakes. And it's a simple cut, 4 by 5 1/4 inches. If you're new to crafting and you're just catching this video, you can see a paper trimmer, cutting blade, scoring blade, arm that extends out to cut up to over 17 inches. This piece of your paper is, if you're using the one in your kit, it's brand new, untouched, but mine is used. But either way, I'm going to put it to 5 1/4 inches and cut that. And then I'm going to turn and cut it at 4 inches. And I did that because this is 12 by 12 inches long. So I can get another 4-inch piece here and another 4-inch piece here if I had not already cut out a snow globe from the back. But just pretend. So economical. Cut the 5 1/4 inch first, then 4, 4. you'll get 3. That's what we need. To me, there's no direction on these, so I don't care. But if you care about what you're cutting through on the back, pay attention to that before you cut it. Okay, so that's our next layer, the 4 by 5 1/4 designer paper. And then we've got this little piece of white is for your greeting, so don't use that as a scrap. That's cut the exact size you need for your greeting. It's a little piece of white, measurements on the blog at 11 a.m. Central. And then there's a piece of Poppy Parade to layer behind that. We have a scrap of Poppy Parade and a large scrap of basic white for stamping and or die cutting from. Just die cutting, I should say. Die cutting only. I lied. And then we have these 2 pieces here, which are pre-cut for you and embossed. Again, same thing. If you place the online order, it'll be cut and embossed. This other part won't. You'll get the kit just like this. You'll need to own the bundle if you place an online order. You're going to be doing exactly what I'm doing in the video, except we will cut your designer paper and ribbon. You supply the embellishment if you don't get it free. Okay. This is a smaller rectangle of Pool Party that's been embossed with the snow. I can never remember the name of this embossing folder. I don't know why. It's like a brain block, and I literally have to look it up every time. So I'm going to look on my instructions. Snow. It has the word snow in it. Where are you? Snowflake Sky. Snowflake Sky embossing folder. It's an awesome one. It's 6 by 6. It's a thick 3D folder, and it's in the annual catalog. Snowflake Sky. I don't know if I'll ever memorize it for some reason. And then that's backed by a piece of garden green, and that will go landscape direction on the card as well. Okay, so stamping. You're going to stamp on your scrap and this small rectangle. So this card's going to say, Let It Snow in Poppy Parade. Let It Snow is such a cute font. Little cursive, let it on top. Thick lowercase snow on bottom. L is capital. So Poppy Parade there. So cute. I think this is the card I'm going to use black on. Whoever was asking about black ink, I lied about the order. I was seeing if I needed to clean that stamp, but I don't. What else? This card needs a bunch of stuff that you see on here. We need 1 solid small tree, 1 solid large tree, the house, and a penguin. Okay, so nothing in this color. We need garden green, black, and I'm going to need Pool Party, but not for now, and pecan. Okay, let's get out this black one. So everybody, or someone was asking, this is, I took a Memento black ink refill and took an uninked white ink pad, and I filled it with Memento black ink. I do recommend you go watch my video because it's important to see that I didn't fully ink it up, even though it looks like it now. That's migrated over time, and I don't want you to waste ink. So April 4th, Everyday Details, 56 minutes. That's where I talked about it. I need to cut that down, edit it out and make its own video, or just something, but I don't have time right now. So anyway, Memento black watch. Now you do need to tap gentle. We've turned it into a Stampin' Up ink pad. So when you tap gentle, you're going to get a ton of ink. The last time I re-inked this was July 30th. I've re-inked it 2 times since March 24th. May 19th and July 30th. I don't know if y'all can see how juicy this is. Yes, you can, girl. Okay, where does he go? Right here. Come on. Come on. So there you go. That's my little tip on that. I need to order and make a new ink pad and make a video. I wouldn't mind having 2 of these for myself. I don't put them out for classes because you have to ink it gently. if you smash into it, you'll get black everywhere, just like all these pads. Okay, we need a house. Let me just put my little snowman on here for the next whatever card it is. Little snowman. Because this is made for us so we can fit it all on here. Okay, pecan pie. A little. Ooh, if you have trash stuck to your stamp, that's not going to stamp good. Hold on, I'm going to do it to the floor. That looks like some ribbon strings or something. Tap, tap, tap. Don't press hard. Pecan pie. A little cabin. And then the large tree and the small tree. Garden green. The reason I'm stamping these, in case you're like, you already stamped it, why don't you save time, is to give the visual of how to tap, you know, all the stuff. Also on photopolymer, if you don't have a good stamping surface, good means hard, honestly, just hard and firm. If you have a flexible table, a bumpy, a really fancy wood table that has all the notches cut out of it or whatever, holes in it, soft. What am I looking for? This stamp. Soft like a card table, bumpy and or flexible like a plastic table, any of that. You need something firm underneath it to give you a good stamping image. Glass Mat Studio, A+, #1. Foam Stampin' Pierce Mat, $5 in the online store, A+, #1. Anything else hard you have. Also a hard table. This table I have here, this is a fake piece of wood, like it's a piece of paper. But under that is one of those Formica type tables, like it's just fake. So it's super firm, like a countertop. Countertops are also great. Okay, so you need all those images. Cut them apart, die cut them out, which I am going to do because I am crafting with you. So again, we're not saving as much time on this video. We're going to cut out a bunch of stuff for this card. Let me grab my magnet. Got my magnet board in the Amazon store as well, if you want to make this magnetic. Amazon store. Okay, so we need the house, one tree, one house, this tree too, and the penguin. Also, another tip, like just random side tips, you could stamp all this and die cut it all out before you even start these cards, and then you'll have all your little pieces there. Okay, so from this big scrap of white, what we're going to die cut out is, well, we're going to die cut some stuff out from it. Let me get my machine. See how many things I can die cut at one time here. See how I can turn these all the direction I want them. I want these closer to going into the machine first because I want less chance of the die shifting. And there's more of a chance of that when they're at the back because there's more time for them to shift. This white one does not need to be aligned. It's hard to get it all in the camera. It does not need to be aligned with a certain section of the image. So, and then on the bottom here, I'm going to use some dryer sheet underneath the bottom of the white part or top, however you lay it out on your machine. For the snowflake, the single detail snowflake, which you need 3 of, so I'm going to have to run this through 3 times. And I need 4 of those same little stars that I cut earlier, so I'm going to put those 2 dies back on here. Okay, see everything? Okay. There, you can see it all. That's everything that I'm going to die cut out. Okay, then, oh, I need to put, it might help if I put dies on these other pieces. This is where you want to speed the video up. Fast forward, fast forward. If you're watching replay, speed it up. Did y'all know you can watch videos on a faster speed? Somebody told me that a long time ago, like on replay. You can do like 1 point. You can slow them down also, but anyway, 1.5 times, 1.75, 2 times. So if it's like something where you just need the gist, you can speed up the video and like watch it in half the time. Well, maybe not half the time, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? Again, I can't get my head over this exactly like I normally would because there's a thing right there. So hopefully I'm aligning these well. And hopefully they're going to stay in place. I know you can. Just pulled the dryer sheet. You can use sticky notes, washi tape. What else? Ooh, no, we have a problem. Like, you can't see it, but my snowflake die slipped under the other die. Oh, I can't talk. I'm concentrating. All right. Jennifer's trying to do too many things at one time on the machine. You go under. Y'all can't see what I'm doing. Okay, that's fine. What was I saying? I lost it. I had to move these down because this die slipped up under this die. Anyway, you can fast forward on those videos. Not fast forward, you can play them faster, which is pretty cool. I have found that to be very useful a lot of times watching videos. And you might on my videos is my point on that. Okay, so I needed that white. I don't think I said what I was cutting, but it's a smaller, more oval snow globe, just in basic white. We're going to stamp on it. And then the scrap of Poppy Parade was for the base of the snow globe. So I cut that out. And then I cut out all the stamped images. And then right here, I'll pick it up. So on the dryer sheet, see how no paper is inside this snowflake die? The two other ones just popped right off. And I can peel off this piece of white, and I have those pieces there. And then, again, nothing stuck to my plate. And there's the snowflake. Sometimes not everything sticks to the dryer sheet, so I don't want to like lie and say, oh, that's always going to happen. But in general, enough sticks there that it saves you a lot of trouble. And technically, you can peel these off and reuse it if you choose. Depending, like sometimes they're stuck harder and you're like, forget it. I'm just going to throw you away. I'm scraping it off on the side here with my thumbnail. Close enough. So you can see how I've reused this one. Okay, anyway, I need 2 more snowflakes, so I'm going to do them a little quicker. 2 more of the detail snowflakes. Make sure I only need, yep, just 4 of the small stars. Okay, you off. Hello. There she is. I just literally put the die. Oh my goodness. See, this paper is getting all dirty from me running it through multiple times. That's why I don't like to do that. I lost the die. We all know it's right here. Where? Oh my gosh. Oh, Linda, thank you. Okay, I'm going to put this aside because I don't want to drive myself crazy trying to find it. I'm going to pick up. There it is. I'm going to just die cut it over here on the side. It was in the machine. turn it through real fast. Okay. Beautiful. All right, here we go. Throw all these dies up here for now. I should have brought a magnet sheet. I have a ton of them to put all my dies on. That's fine. Okay, see how this paper started, I don't know if you can see it, but it started getting dirty and stuff on it from me running it through multiple times exposed. That's why I don't like to do that. Usually I cut smaller pieces, but I was in a rush for the video. Okay, let's finish this card off now. It's got a lot going on. Oh, I need to stamp it too. It's got a lot going on. Okay, so I'm going to stamp on this white snow globe. I put a photo of this in your PDF tutorial of how I mounted all 3 snowflakes and the little snow image on one clear block. And I'm going to use Pool Party ink. And I'm going to ink it up and then stamp off onto scratch paper. And then stamp it on my snow globe. And I'm going to repeat that as many times as I feel needed. So, about like that, just toward the top. I don't want it to be dark Pool Party simply because I tested that and I didn't like it. That's why I stamped off onto scratch paper first. You need to re-ink it every time you do that unless you want it to get super light and then almost invisible. So, okay, now I think it's all stamped. Let's put it together. Let's put it together. Landscape card. Put down my designer paper on the garden green card base. Cindy's going to catch replay. No problem. Xana, thank you. Thank you. I love snowman. Yes, yes. Thank you. And Margaret, good to see you as well. Cindy, thank you. Oh yeah, Lori, Post-it tape. Thank you, Lori. I knew I got off track when I was talking about taping your dies down. Lori uses Post-it tape. That's another good product. I have that in my Amazon store as well. That's what I use usually when I use something here at home. For my classes, I supply Post-it notes because I don't know. I think they're cheaper. I don't really know if they are. I need to price it out, but I like Post-it tape best. So that's another option as well. Hey, Becky, no problem. Glad you're back over here with us on Facebook. We don't like it when our friends get hacked on Facebook. All right. I'm going to attach. So I attached the Pool Party that's embossed with the Snowfall Sky embossing folder to the garden green piece. Now I'm going to attach this to the card with Stampin' Dimensionals, this rectangle, in the landscape position, long and skinny. This folder, by the way, has it where the snow gets thicker at the bottom or top, depending on how you turn it. So I have it thinner at the top, thicker at the bottom, at least on this sample. I don't know. I may have embossed y'all's stacked and you might be a lot thicker, but it's all good. Okay, the snow globe, I am going to, so we have a Pool Party base and a white top with those snowflakes stamped on it. I'm going to attach it together a little bit. I'll just put a little adhesive at the top back of the base, which I use my silicone sheet to keep that excess adhesive off. And then I'm just barely going to attach it. I will secure this with Stampin' Dimensions. So it's barely attached, but it'll just help me work with it easier. And then this gets attached to my Pool Party piece with Stampin' Dimensionals. So I'm going to add those, including overlapping right there where I connected these 2 pieces. I've got about, since that's in my hand, I'll use it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mini dimensionals on here. Just trimmed my nails last night, so picking up these backings is giving me a tiny bit of trouble. I like to keep my nails really short now, so. Okay, snow globe's going to go over here toward the left, like pretty much the base is all the way to the left of the pool party and garden green piece. Maybe I might need to double stack these dimensionals right here because they're hanging off. I'm going to get 2 dimensionals and peel the other side off and stick these to these other 2 dimensionals because it's hanging off the green part. Okay, much better. Okay, that's over on the left. Let's decorate that. We're going to attach the large tree and the house flat. I forgot I need to color my little penguin. So in my instructions, I said to use the light Cajun Craze blend to color the beak and feet. I think any orange will work in my opinion. But anyway, that's the color that I'm going to use. So I'm going to use my penguin for placement here for measure, whatever, alignment to see where I want to put the other pieces. I want the large tree sort of toward the back middle-ish kind of high of the snow globe. Then the cabin to the lower left of that. Yep. So that can be there. So basically just put the tree in the center toward the top and the house toward the bottom left. And then dimensionals on the penguin and the small tree. I'm going to use this small, the fine tip to color in the feet and beak of the penguin in light Cajun Craze. And I was going to say, I think the reason I used this instead of pumpkin pie is because at the time I made these cards, I think all of my pumpkin pie blends were in class things. That's probably why. Any orange type color will work. I'm going to put dimensionals on the tree and the penguin. It's a super cute little penguin just standing there. Like it's very versatile. Now the penguin I'm hanging off, it's going to be standing in front of the snow globe, partly on the base, but the tree is going to be within the snow globe, in front of the tree, in front of the house on the left. And then my snowflakes and stars. Use my silicone craft sheet and Stampin' Seal and add, as you can see, very carefully, just small amounts of adhesive around my snowflakes. You could also use liquid glue or any other adhesive that works for you. You could also put adhesive sheets on the back of these before you die cut them out. I do find that I don't like adhesive sheets plus, you know what, I probably should put my greeting on before these snowflakes. You might want to do that. I don't like using adhesive sheets and the dryer sheet, but if it works for you, that's fine. Let me do the greeting next, just in case for spacing here. Okay, so I'm going to attach the basic white cardstock that has Let It Snow on it to the Poppy Parade Let It Snow. This is landscape. Poppy Parade cardstock. I'm going to add adhesive to the back of that, and then I'm going to take my ribbon. And in this case, I'm just going to fold it back and forth, leave it attached to the roll, see if this is the size I want, fold it back and forth pretty much just like I did earlier on the last card. See if that's the size I want to just stick to the back of Let It Snow. Since it's so small, I don't really need to use 2 pieces of ribbon. If it's the size I want, trim it at an angle here on the bottom. And I just have that going back and forth behind the greeting there. That needs to be trimmed. This ribbon needs to be trimmed. There we go. And then I'll flip this over and add Stampin' Dimensionals. And the greeting's going to go here on the bottom right of the pool party embossed cardstock. I like to secure the ribbon down when I do this because not necessarily all of it was touching the adhesive on the red cardstock. So secure it with dimensionals. Put this on this pull party, so to the right of, oh, it is going to hang off the side a little bit, to the right of the snow globe, on the blue, hanging off the side onto the designer paper. Super cute. Now you can see where to place these 3 die cut snowflakes in the blue section to the right of the snow globe. And just like a little triangle action. Then these, I'm going to add Stampin' Seal to the back of the 4 white stars that I die cut, just like the glimmer ones on the other card. But these are white, and we're going to add a couple of them over here on the right within the snowflakes, and a couple of them over here on the left, one on the left of the red base and one up to the left of that on the blue pull party. And then to finish it off, last but not least, this card has got more. Some gems, some iridescent faceted gems. And use small, and I'm going to put 3 in the snow globe. 1, 2, 3. I don't press hard when I put gems on a card unless I'm like copying something and I know 100% where it goes. Until I like where they are, then I press. Okay, that is card number 2 finished. Card 2. Goodness, I'm going long today. But there it is, card number 2. Do you like it? Late to your video, Mary Ann, no problem. I use tiny tweezers and pull those backs off the dimensionals easy. Oh, yes. Kim, no problem. Tyra, thank you. Okay, that's card 2. Y'all want a chance to win, make a comment, even on replay. You want to buy the class kit, you don't have to buy it. It's free. Just place an order with me. The deadline is Sunday for that. Oh, let me show you the original. It's card 2. Oh, I lied. Oh, also, look, I put the embellishments in the center of the snowflakes too. The iridescent faceted gems, the small ones right in the center of the 3 large, they're not large, but the 3 bigger snowflakes. There we go. Now she's finished. Okay, there's the original. All right, that's card 2. Card 3, which is not the last one because I'm making 4 today. Card number 3 is the Z fold. So refer back to the previous card. When I started that card, I did it wrong. I folded it in half, bone folder, folded the back in half all the way to the left, bone folder, and it's going to be a Z fold. It is a garden green card base, Z fold, and it will be portrait due to the Z foldedness of it. So inside, there'll be a piece of white that's going to go inside your card, which will look really nice on the front. Then we have a piece of Poppy Parade that has been die cut for you from the perennial postage dies. Perennial postage, which I think for some reason perennial postage goes so well with this suite. I don't know what it is about it, but it's like literally old-fashioned postage stamp edges on rectangles and squares. This is a rectangle. It's a really large rectangle for our Z fold to go here on the front. And it's Poppy Parade, and it's going to look awesome. I have the measurements on the blog, 11 a.m. Central. Okay, and then we have a piece of basic white that will go on top, portrait style, on top of that Poppy Parade that's been embossed with the see, I already forgot the name. Snowfall Sky embossing folder. Okay, then you have a circle. This circle has been die cut from the Changing Leaves hybrid embossing folder. That's an online exclusive, Changing Leaves, same one I used for my sampler this month. This circle is a slightly larger circle but smaller than the one that's too big from Stylish Shapes for what I want it for. It's the perfect size. So it's an in between some of the circles and stylish shapes. It's basic white. That's for my greeting. Okay, so on this card, we are going to stamp. Now I'm going to save time because you've seen me stamp everything. You've seen how I physically stamp it. You know to tap, tap, tap. You saw the original. If you didn't, go back to the beginning of the video to see how to stamp everything out on the scrap. We are going to stamp for this one the pool party gift and the small tree in garden green. I might have cut that too close to the top, but too late now. The large tree, the large solid tree. And that's it. So the rest of these are for the last card. Large tree, small solid, not the outline one. Small gift, the only gift in pool party. And yeah, that's it for those. And then on here, on this circle, we're going to stamp the snowflakes and let it snow. Pool party ink. It's the same. I do not remove these snowflakes from this clear block. I've got 3 snowflakes and this little snow image all on one block. I'm going to stamp off, ink it up in pool party, stamp it off on scratch paper, stamp it onto this circle. Bring it up so you can see. And then you'll have that, like a nice light snowflakey background. Then we'll add the greeting in Poppy Parade. It's Let It Snow again. Same as last card. Richie's coming over. Hello? Why are you coming over here? Let me close this. Come say hi. Come on. Yeah, just come on. Put your foot in there. Y'all want to see her? Here, we'll bring her up. Oh, let me bring the camera real quick. We're on a long video today, Brittany. My hair's messed up because I had the readers on there. Say hi. Say hi. She woke up she's all, Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Thank you, Marianne. Brett. Oh, yes. By the way, Marianne was talking about the instructions, and I thought, I don't think she got this class, but my team gets the instructions free. So Marianne did get these instructions. She already has them if she chooses to. Anyway, my team gets them free. Okay, this card right here, we're going to die cut out these 3 images plus from the designer paper. The one with the larger snow globes, and I got to find mine. It's the skinnier, like oval snow globes. I'm going to have to use this one. And I used on the bottom right here, this, you can pick any one you want, but I did want the penguin on there, and he's to the right. It is the skinnier snow globes, and it is the penguin. It's got a penguin, snowflakes in the sky behind him, and a Poppy Parade base. So I'm loosely cutting it apart, and then we're going to die cut it out. I talked more detail about how Stampin' Up designed it, how they get die cut out, blah, 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 when I did the first snow globe I cut out. So I'll say less. I'll say less this time to save us time. And get these items cut out. Goodness. I've spread these dies all over the room practically now. This tree. Gift. And the snow globe. Okay. What's on the last card? Snowman, gift, hats. None of these. How we doing? Is anybody actually crafting along? Meaning you purchased it, but you're actually making them right now. Am I going way too fast, way too slow? I know if you're not stamping, I'm going way too slow, but you know, it's fine. Sit back, get a cup of coffee, watch it on replay at fast speed, whatever. Okay, I'm going to align all these. You can't see the snow globe because the way my camera is, but see it when I come through. And I'm being quiet because I'm aligning all these. This is where you can use that Post-it tape, Post-it notes, washi tape, re-stickable tape, all that kind of stuff. Let me show. On this smaller one is how you can really see that the printed image is larger on this designer paper than the die. So you can cut out, especially on this one for, I don't know if it's just me, for whatever reason, both at the same time without being super stressed about your dies overlapping. As long as you tape them down or whatever and make sure they don't shift, you can do both at one time and your dies don't touch. So Stampin' Up obviously thought that out and did it on purpose. That's why I never take this off of the die cut machine, because I just mess everything up. They did it on purpose so that we could stamp and die cut or do the DSP and not have trouble. DSP means Designer Series Paper, by the way. It's a demonstrator abbreviation. Okay. Of static. See? Just like that. And there's those. Okay. What's happening? Is my video okay? Just watching along, Tyra. Love it. Okay. What in the world? Sorry, I just looked up at my iPad and it was literally crazy. It was fast forward. It was like I was just talking. I still had the camera on my face and it was like this fast. I don't know what was happening. So I closed it and reopened it. Now it's back to normal. Did that happen to anybody else? Kim, it looks good. That was so weird. So weird. Thank goodness that wasn't happening to y'all and I was just like ignoring comments. Okay. Weird, weird, weird. Okay. Put this one together. I think we have all the pieces we... Oh, sorry, I forgot I want to stamp the inside. So this white piece here for the inside of my card, I'm going to stamp on the inside, Season's Greetings in Poppy Parade. It's clean. Kind of towards the top center, like where a greeting would be if you opened up a greeting card that was purchased. And then on the bottom, look at my sample. Yeah, just on the bottom left inside, I put the small solid tree, bottom left corner. So usually on these kind of cards, I stamp something that will show on the front right, but it was so tight, you'll see. I didn't think anything would look great, so I didn't do it. But you could. Or you could get fancier and like emboss just this 1 inch or so of the side. Things like that that would show on this side here, but I didn't do any of that. Okay, so to finish or to assemble this card now. Oh, we need to cut the designer paper. Sorry, I'm used to everything being cut on these videos. Put all my little pieces there. Grab my little paper cutter. We need to use that designer paper we got with our class packet, right? So we want designer paper to go on this front left flap. You could use more in other places, but that's what I designed. And let me find my piece here. Yep, this one. It is this pattern here, which is the back side. It's these stripes, the back side of my favorite one, which is the holly leaves and berries. And scraps big enough. think so. It's going to be, hold on. What am I? 5 1/4. No. Okay. Sorry. Stripes. It's going to be, use this one instead. 1 7/8 inches. That is 1/8 inch less than 2 inches by 5 1/4. And this is a really diagonal, but more of a tilt of a diagonal of green and red and pink and white stripes. And when you cut it to 1 7/8 by 5 1/4 and put it on that front left flap, you have that nice 1/8 inch border all the way around. I just noticed that so many less people are watching than were at the beginning. Thank you, Jeanne. Okay, let me attach this designer paper to the front left. Boop, boop, boop. Let me attach this white piece that we stamped 4 by 5 1/4 to the inside, but all the measurements, 11 a.m. Central, stamptherapist.com. So like right now, stamptherapist.com. They're there. There for your enjoyment. Recipe cards, measurements, supply list, everything. Okay. See how that'll be on the inside. That'll be covered. When we open it up, you get a little surprise Christmas tree there. Attach this white to this Puppy Parade. Oh, and I noticed Marianne said she did choose to get those free tutorials. Download them, whatever. Okay, so we have this white rectangle here. That's where we're going to build our little scene. So kind of like, I think, the first or second card I did, I put adhesive on the bottom of the snow globe base to attach it flat. And I will use the top of the snow globe just as a guide to tell me where to place this as far as height, because I want to center it, the snow globe, on the rectangle. Then I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of the die cut snow globe part, the smaller, more oval one, dimensionals. I'm almost out of dimensionals here, so I'm going to start using these edges. On the mini Stampin' Dimensionals, the edges are wider or thicker, which I like. So they're taller, basically, than regular dimensionals, FYI. And also, side note about dimensionals, if you buy the black ones, you get 2 sheets of mini and 2 sheets of large. That's pretty cool. Okay, attach that snow globe right on top, or, you know, where it goes above the base. Then grab my silicone sheet. I'm going to attach the small tree and the gift to the big tree. So I'm not actually attaching it to this sheet, the card yet, but I'm going to place the tree over here, the large tree, to the left of the snow. What is he called? Penguin. A little bit higher, just so I can figure out where I can place the tree and the gift. Yep, that looks good. So the tree can be a little higher because I'm covering up the base of it. And then that's like one section with a tree to the bottom right, a gift to the bottom left, and then I'll turn it over to the back and add dimensionals. Giant, I cut these really thick. Giant dimensionals. And then that will go on the thing. So that's why I wanted the penguin. So this can be kind of to the left of the little penguin here, in front of him or her on dimensionals. And I think I am now ready to attach this to the front of the card base. So as you see, when you center this on the front, it covers up that greeting, and then it's a nice surprise when they open it. And usually I attach these with dimensionals, but today I'm going to do it flat. So I'm going to flip it upside down, top to bottom. I can see, not that you can't figure out where half is, but it still helps me to have that visual line of where I only want adhesive on the back left. of the Poppy Parade label. And since I'm doing it flat, I am using about 3 rows of Stampin' Seal, which is a super strong adhesive, so it'll be fine. Flip it back over and attach it. I'm centering it top to bottom, left to right. There should not be any adhesive here on the back of the red. My greeting, I'm going to put adhesive on the bottom left corner because I'm going to stick it to the snow globe, but up here at the top right, and I want it to be actually kind of hanging off the right and top of the snow globe. I'm sorry, not of the snow globe, of the Poppy Parade label. So I am visually seeing where it's going to be, and I'm placing 2 dimensionals directly on this label piece, the poppy and white piece. Okay, and I've got adhesive here to stick it to that. I just don't want those dimensionals to hang over the edge. That's why I put them there. So my greeting that says "Let It Snow" is a circle, partly on the snow globe, partly hanging off. So it's just more, I don't know what, but I like it there. Two last things. A bow. So I'm going to make a bunny ears bow with my white frayed ribbon, white frayed grosgrain ribbon, and I'm going to add some gems. Okay, so bunny ears bow, 2 bunny ears, lots of space in between. One's in the left hand, one's in the right. Tail on the left, attached to my roll on the right. 2 loops or ears in each hand. All the ribbons straight, flat, 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 no twists and turns. Take the right loop, right bunny ear, cross it over the left and toward you in front. Push that right one down into the rabbit hole and pull. I think I turned it a weird way. It's fine. And then just obviously adjust the bow, make it whatever size you want. That's about the perfect size that I want. So no waste on this one side. You might have a little waste on the other side if you need to trim it to match. I need to trim this side a little more, but I'll do that later. Okay, we'll mini glue dot this on. Mini glue dots. Peel, fold, press, pull. Down here at the corner of the top of the snow globe, not the corner of the red, the top of the bottom left corner. And then for gems, we're going to add the 1 large. I've got a large one over here. I'm going to take from this other packet. 1 large and 2 small floating up here in the air above the Christmas tree, the large Christmas tree. And that is card number 3, card 3. Carmen, you already made 1, 3, and 4 working on 2. So good, Carmen. Love it. And thank you for purchasing it, by the way. Okay, there's card 3. Card 4. Card 4. Y'all can still get this packet. Just place that on order. Here's card 4 on the original. I kept that in there so I wouldn't forget for some, I don't know why I thought I would forget about that, but who knows. Okay, card 4. I think card 4 is the cutest. Where's the packet? It's not necessarily the most complicated or anything, but anyway, I think it's really cute. I liked it the best. Okay, so Poppy Parade card base. Fold in half. Portrait. Straight up or up and down card. Portrait. We have a piece of basic white that's going to go, it's 4 by 5 1/4, yes, to go on the front. We have I keep wanting to call this a scrap in my mind, but it's not a scrap. It's the white glimmer from the Berry Burst Old Olive M white glimmer paper. It's like 3/4 of an inch by 2 3/4 wide. It's approximately as wide as this die cut square. That's the width is most important. Okay, then we have this die cut square. This is the largest square from the Stylish Shapes dies in basic white, the largest one. And then a piece of garden green to go behind that. I was reaching. Here's the Stylish Shapes dies, circles, squares, and banners. You definitely need these. They're pierced. They're super cute. And then that skinny garden green border. And then this is the label I talked about, I believe, on card 1 that I use with this particular bundle all the time. It's from Countryside Corners. It's the smallest label in Countryside Corners, besides there's a tiny little banner. It's the smallest of that shape in basic white. All right, let's get to stamping. So on this card, I'm going to check if this is plain. Yes. We're going to put Season's Greetings in Poppy Parade ink on the white label. We do need to cut designer paper also. I'm not going to forget this time, supposedly. Season's Greetings. Hold it down nice and firm for a few seconds. Firm surface. Tap, tap, tap on there. The tapping is what gets you more ink, by the way. The smushing hard gets you less ink. Science. Physics. Wait, do I need this? Yes. Well, I'm going to tell you what I stamped because, again, you've seen me stamp 50 times today. We need the snowman on your scrap, which I showed at the beginning. It's destroyed now, so I can't show it again. You have to rewind to the first card. You need a Poppy Parade candy cane, a Memento black hat, and a Poppy Parade gift. And we're going to die cut all those out. And then there's one more thing of stamping. So I'm going to stamp before I die cut those out. This time I'm going to use my snowflakes. They're all on the one stamp still. Every card on this in this class, they're all mounted together. And actually same for the one I'm designing over there. I'm going to ink it up in Pool Party, but I'm not going to stamp off this time. It's okay to be dark. And I'm going to stamp at the top of this square in Pool Party all my snowflakes. Tap, tap, tap. I think twice is all you need. 2 times. Because we want it at the top, like it's snow, right? Not the whole thing. It hasn't fallen to the ground yet, I guess. Whatever. Okay. Now let's die cut these out and also cut the designer paper. And we're going to do something to this guy as well, but we'll do that in a minute. Okay, die cut these out. I probably don't need to fully see this, but I'll still bring the machine over here. So again, I'm going to turn the hat and the gift where they're long and skinny going in there that direction like that, but move that back. And of course the candy cane will go that direction. It's always better than going in this direction because there's more chance of the die getting bumped when it hits the rollers and shifting. Long and skinny, less surface area to move. And of course you can tape it down. All right. Hat. Gift. Where's gift? Yep. Hope I can find all the dies after this video because I've been throwing them everywhere. Okay. Getting everything aligned. I like how they opened up the die on the hands on the snowman so you can see, like, position it better. Again, what's wrong with me losing the top? Oh, it's over here. How we doing? Sherry, good morning. Thank you for sharing. Tyra, thank you. Oh, thank you, Susan. She said she told y'all to give me a thumbs up, so you have to, as Susan said. Please, no. But thank you, Susan, and thank you anyone who does give me a thumbs up or a like or a thumbs down, whatever you want to do. It's fine. Okay, here's all my die cut images. Boom, boom, boom. So cute. So cute. And then let me cut this designer paper. So for this card, I make these kind of cards semi-frequently. It's where you have a 4x5 and a fourth piece of white, and then 2 pieces of designer paper, 2 different ones that are 2 inches by 5, 2 by 5. And probably gonna need that. Let me see what designs I used. I used the candy canes. A hot mess over here. This one and those candy canes. I'm just gonna see if I have any scraps of the candy canes. Oh, it's weird. I've made so many cards with this paper, yet I have no scraps. Wait, I might. Actually, I do have a different one of this I'm going to use. Hold on. It's laying over there. Okay, so candy canes, white with pink and red candy canes, and the garden green and pool party snowflakes that I used on an earlier card. Okay, so we're going to cut it to 2 inches by 5, 2 by 5. I'm trying to make a card for the stamp camp with this pattern over there, and it's a little bit of a struggle, just the whole card design. I got it all laid out. 2 by 5 and a, no, I think it's 5 inches. 2 by 5. Let me make sure. 2 by 5. I might have said it wrong. It's 2 by 5. And so the candy canes and then the green and blue snowflakes, 2 by 5. And then I have a whole box of dies to match. Kim, no, that sounds terrifying. That sounds terrifying. Oh my goodness. Okay. So you take each designer paper. If it had a pattern where it mattered the direction, you would need to pay attention because one goes on the right, one paper goes on the right, one on the left, and you tear the inside of both. Luckily for these, the pattern does literally not matter. So I'm going to tear off about 1/8 of an inch from the inside of both. You want the pattern that's going to be on the front of your card facing you while you pull the piece off toward you. Why? Because then the inside that's white is facing front, and that looks cuter, in my opinion, than the other side. It's not white. So if this was the front of this card, although that would be upside down, that's a direction one. That's not as cute of a border as the white one in most cases. Okay, so tear off about 1/8 of an inch. You can go different, like go in a little bit, whatever. Like you can go a little more wavy, this or whatever. Some of it gets covered up, of course, but yeah. So something like that. And then you're going to see if I put these two on this white piece and give a 1/8 inch border on the 3 sides, do they overlap? And do I like that or not? Mine are overlapping. I don't like it. I'm going to take off more from whichever one I choose, which is going to be candy canes at this moment. Just a little bit more, especially down there at the bottom. You kind of want the middle of this white, or if you chose a colored piece in the back, you kind of want that to show. Yeah, good enough. There we go. Okay. So that'll get glued on there. I'll do that in a little bit too, just because I want to build up this front part now. Okay, so let me attach the white square, which was die cut out, and we stamped snowflakes on top, to the garden green square. Hello. Pay attention. It's a really skinny border on this garden green, so don't be, if you glue it down too fast and don't pay attention, you won't have a garden green border somewhere. It's really skinny, but it's there. Garden green border. Then we're going to add little, then we're going to make a hill, a snowy hill. So I cut off this amount from the top. This is, you know, going long and across the page, this snowy hill with the glimmer paper. This is how much I cut off by hand with my scissors, which are somewhere. So I'm just going to start on one side, make a curved cut, maybe go down a little, back up. Don't cut off a crazy amount because I didn't give you a huge piece of paper, and just make a little hill. We have sold dies in the past, and we may have one right now that does, you know, you can die cut a hill as well. I didn't do that though. Okay, what time is it? Oh my goodness. Sorry, it's going long. Okay, so now I'm going to attach that to the bottom of this white die cut square. Then I'll add adhesive. I got my silicone sheet here to the back of the snowman. Actually, let's color his little nose, a little carrot nose. I'm just going to use that same light Cajun Craze blend. You can use any color or pen you want. You could probably even use a water-based marker here because it's so tiny. Little streaks shouldn't show. Okay, so I'm just going to put some adhesive down the center of the snowman. Tuck him under the snow a little bit. Right in the center. Then dimensionals on the hat and the candy cane and the gift. So I'm going to make some, well, hold on. I still have a full mini dimensional there. So that fits and covers up, not covers, that fits in the top of the candy cane without showing on the front. The mini. But I will use a real skinny piece of the edge here to also fill in the bottom of the candy cane so it's balanced. That's why I love these minis. I mean, that's one of the many reasons I love the minis. Okay, so we're going to put a candy cane in the right hand, gift in the left hand. They're both Poppy Parade. Looks nice. A hat, just put it at a little cute angle on top of the head. So cute. I'm looking at my sample. That's all we need to do. Okay, for him, for this section. Attach these two pieces of designer paper. How we doing? That's true, Lori. Thank you. I feel like the last one, or maybe the Halloween one, which I think was the last one, was right at 2 hours, which I was even surprised. But I was like, oh, apparently I can do this. And then apparently not. But you're right. Lori's giving me a little credit for making 4 cards instead of 3. So that's why the video's longer. And luckily today, like I have work to do, but it's not like usual. So it's fine for me to have a longer video. You guys are like, oh, but I'm okay. Okay, so I'm going to attach that white to the front. It's a Poppy Parade card base. So we have a nice red border, then white, then our 2 designer papers. Super cute. By the way, snowflakes on the left, candy canes on the right, if you're wanting to do it the same. Then I'm going to place Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of the Garden Green square. Of course, I'm going to use all these edges. Like I literally always do, never throw those away. When I'm designing, that's pretty much all I use. I take all the edges from leftover ones we used in in-person classes. And that's all I use to design with almost all the time. Okay, this square, maybe I'm going to go a little bit higher, like not centered top to bottom, just slightly a little higher than center, but centered left to right. Then the greeting is going to be similar to something else I attached earlier where the top left is going to stick to this raised up portion, the square, and then the bottom and right side will be oh, it's sticky on my hand. It'll need dimensionals because it is hanging off the raised up part. Goodness, can't talk. So adhesive top left on the back, and then dimensionals kind of surrounding that. If I need more, I'll just slip them under. So the greeting is right, like touching the white glimmer, but hanging over here to the right. I think I'm going to go a little past the designer paper so it looks on purpose, and off the bottom of the square. Then I just need a bow and some embellishments and we'll be done. Woohoo! So you're going to need the scissors for the bow. Hello. Scooch that up. Okay, tie a bow. I'm going to clean up here. I just did a bunny ears bow on the last card. Oh, look at that. But I do have a brand new roll right here if I run out of this ribbon, but just about to use up this whole roll. Okay, so as a reminder, if you'd like to get this class for free, you have until Sunday to place an online order. If you want to purchase the PDF step-by-step tutorial, it's going to be in my tutorial store later today on my blog, stamptherapist.com. That's also stamptherapist.com is where you will find the recipe cards, measurements, and supply list for today's cards. Ow, just stabbed myself. And y'all have any, if you want any info about the upcoming events I've talked about, you can let me know. A stranger just came in this room. Just kidding, it was Scott. I don't know what he wanted. I couldn't see him for all the lights. I'm going to put the bow bottom left corner of the square. I'm going to put some, I want to move that down a little bit. A little more cornery. A little more in the corner. I'm going to put some embellishments. I'm going to get a couple of large. I'm going to put about 5 total, so a couple of large ones and 3 small ones on the white square to be more snowfall, basically. Repositioning them. I'm getting them where I want them. There we go. And that is your completed card number 4. Here's the original. It's not really different, but it's slightly different. What are you using for the next craft along? I don't know yet, Lori. I need to decide. Probably Monday is when I'm going to be working on my email newsletter and all the events for next month. And that's probably when I'm going to have time to sit down and look at everything. But I do think it'll probably be Christmas again. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Lori. Thanks, Corinne. I did the Halloween craft along and the first one with iconic images. Loved both. Thank you, Lori. Hey, in Utah, Jamie. Thank you for watching. Thanks for the compliment. Kim, we got to get your dies figured out. Woo! Post them in our team group, Kim. Be like, what do these go to? Sherry, thank you. Tyra, love card 3. I'm going to go back and see if I can see Juanita, if I can remember who I missed. Let me put out all the cards first while I do that. I'll go back and check your comments. I'm going to remind you to check out the blog to get these recipe cards, which is the measurements and supply list and picture. You can print those if you want. And then if you want the full PDF tutorial, you can get it 2 ways. You can place that online order with that host code to get this class packet, which will include me emailing you the PDF tutorial, or you can purchase it on my blog later today. There we go. Yeah. All I can think of right now. I'm also designing with this right now for my stamp camp. So if y'all like that, Brittany is such a cutie. She just wants to be involved. Yes, Becky, so true. She is definitely wants to be involved. She also, Kim, you inherited 3 black cats in your new house. I hope they're friendly. Just in time for Halloween. What was I going to say? I lost it. I forgot what I was talking about. Something unrelated. Thanks, Tyra. Thanks, Jackie. I'm trying to see if I missed anybody. And Margaret, I think I said hi. Cool. Ramona, favorite is Penguin with the House. Thank you, Ramona. Cindy, love all the cards today. I bet you'll be copying and making those, Cindy, because you're so good at recreating things. Like, I love that. Sentimental wishes, please. Lori, you love sentimental wishes. I got to figure out what to use it for. So you could be onto something. We'll see. Ramona, love it. Can't wait to make these. Yes, girl. Thank you, Terry. Thank you so much. Okay, well, let me see. Where's my list? Okay, so yeah, Terry's one of our craft alongers, so hope you enjoy when you make them. You guys have a great week. I will be on next week live on October 31st on Halloween, I think. Let me look at the calendar again. Yeah, I'll be live on Halloween, but I won't be making Halloween cards. But, you know, really Halloween around here is just like any other day because we don't have a little kid anymore, but still it'll be fun. You can join me if you want or watch replay. I don't know if it'll be Christmas cards, but it might be Christmas cards again next week. I may be just making an upcoming class. So I don't know. We'll see. Whatever. Just tune in next week, Thursday, 9 a.m. Central, same time, same place. And feel free to share. You can have a chance to win these exact 4 cards that I just made by commenting on this video. And if you share it, comment that you shared, and that gets you entered again. And both of those things help me out. So thank you very much. But if you want us to cut this whole class for you and mail it to you, including the cut designer paper and ribbon and everything else cut and embossed except the pieces that are part of the Snowy Wonder dies, you can place that online order. All right. Have a great day. I got a bunch of stuff in my screen. Love to see some tags, Ramona. What set will be for Bingo GN? I'm leaning towards decorative trees, but it's not set in stone yet. Yes, girl, Lori, I definitely got to go eat. I'm hungry. Snowy Wonder and Reindeer Fun, Ramona. It's weird hearing pool party in the middle of snowy scenes. That's true, Kim, but it's a great sky color, you know, but I know it sounds like summer. I want to see someone use that bundle. And Lori, for sure, Genevieve is using it in the camp in the class, but yeah, I have to see when I'm going to use it. That could be a good one for the video next week too. But anyway, I'll figure it out. Have a great week. Like Tyra said, everybody have a great week. And Gianne, I'm still deciding. I think I said that. See y'all later. Boy.